Hello, Internet. Welcome to Antiheroes Anomalous, unless you've been here before, in which case, welcome back. I'm Nick, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons Show!
Oh,
Before we get started, let's go around the room for introductions.
Hi, I'm Ethan, and I play Slim, who is a plasmoid, celestial patron, Pact of the Talisman warlock.
I feel like that gets longer every time you say it.
Well, I actually got all the information in this time, so.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Celine, who is the ASMR Phantom Rogue.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Jacket, the Shifter Order of the Scribes Wizard.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I play Phaedric, the Asimir Pact of the Chain Warlock.
Thanks, everyone. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific. We use custom items and several noticeable differences from Public Adventure, which I think you will like. Our character portraits on the info cards and layout are by our very own Kay Cal. Please check the video description for links and information about the show, as well as links to Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, and trans rights resources. You can follow us on co-host at Antiheroes. We hope you enjoy the show and share it with your friends. And now let us roll the intro. And welcome back. Now, normally I say before we get underway, I'm going to read a short recap. However, we've been underway. There was a little technical difficulty, so I'm going to give a short recap of last session, and then a short recap of what's happened this session already that you don't get to see. Sorry about that. Our party awoke in the mortuary of Sigil with no memory of how they got there. Shortly after reaching the city streets, Phaedric was killed by assassins, only for another version of him to appear alive and well. In addition, Celine faced her old enemy Selu, with both remembering killing the other. Slim popped up alive in a carriage after dying in the arena, and Jacket met a man named Sai, who remembers things that Jacket never did. The party is performing odd jobs for coin, with 2 tasks lined up from members of the Bleak Cabal. But their main goal is still to investigate Phaedric's murder, which has brought them to the shady back alley bazaar of the Gatehouse Night Market. So far tonight, they have encountered a drow saleswoman who sold Celine a paralytic poison for 75 gold. In exchange for the custom, she pointed us to the maker of the poison used on Phaedric, a Githyanki woman named Fan Larlel. Slim, along the way, found a tobacco vendor, a very seedy-looking Asimar man, who sold him his most budget option, which was 3 vials of razorvine powder for a mere 15 gold, warning him this would not be a good high. When they reached Fenlarlo, she at first thought, under the piercing mental gaze of Slim, who was using the Helm of Telepathy, she thought Phaedric might be a narc, but he convinced her that he wasn't. However, as soon as he asked who bought from her recently, she turned hostile again. Celine barely managed to convince her to talk, and she told them that the poison that she sold recently, which the party has a small sample of from Phaedric's old corpse, is called astral poison. It's distilled from astral matter from the astral sea, causing whoever it hits to become vulnerable to it. And that is sort of about where we are right now. Did I miss anything?
Just right where we ended off, Slim was digging into the Githyanki's
Yes.
mind with the further use of the Detect Thought spell to try and get more information.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
Githyanki had failed.
Yes, she just failed to check.
Yeah.
So
Information about
Um,
who bought it recently. Yep.
Yeah. Now, Slim, as I recall, doing this sort of alerts your target that something is happening. Is that correct?
I believe so. I should have double checked that while we were putting this together. Give me just a second. Either way, the target knows that you are probing its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action to turn on its turn to make an intelligence check, and if it succeeds, the spell ends. So yes, it's aware.
Okay. Okay. What you get, I think we had established that by when it failed this check, you get insight into its reasoning, its emotional state. It's something that looms large in its mind. So, its reasoning, I think, has been pretty well covered at this point by Celine's successful insight check. That basically she's trying to ensure that the group of you aren't secretly Harmonium officers doing some kind of sting operation, which is why she told you to, hey, go kill a guy so that I have something on you. Yeah, there was a whole back and forth with that, that they managed to avoid killing a guy for no reason. So that's her reasoning. Her emotional state is fairly obviously suspicion and hesitation. But what's looming large in her mind, you see her memory of the transaction, like talking to Celine, sort of unbidden in her mind. She's like remembering the last person that she sold this to. From her perspective, you see her accept a significant stack of gold from her client, which is pull up my notes so I'm making sure I'm saying this exactly right. A sort of cubic mechanical creature with spindly looking arms and legs, two arms, two legs, and these equally spindly looking wings coming off of its back. It is about 4 or 5 feet tall, hard to say exactly, and it has a sort of strange, almost emotionless face built into the front panel of this cube, with the 2 side panels just having like the arms. It's sort of a combination mechanical and biological creature, and it's biological because the top panel of it is transparent. You can see the inner workings of this creature through like a glass pane of its top, and it's a very weird looking mixture of like clockwork parts and like gushing organs. And in your vision, Van Larlel accepts the significant sum of gold from it and pushes across the table a couple of doses of astral poison.
In the memory, no like names or anything like that are exchanged?
No.
Okay. And then,
but I will tell you, Slim, that you've seen other creatures like this, just like you've spent 3 days here in Sigil. You've seen other creatures like this just walking on the streets. This is the only such creature that you've ever seen that has this like weird clear panel in the top. Most of them have just like a solid. Most of them, the top panel looks kind of like the other 3 panels that you can see.
that's
So
interesting.
if you see it again, you will know. It's a very distinctive looking Modron. That's what this thing is.
Okay. Good to know. How does she react to having her mind probed?
She sours immediately. Says, get out, all of you. Get away from here. I want nothing more to do with any of you.
Slim raises his hand and starts backing away and says, Good. I mean, we're all good. We got what we need for. Hey, Celine, we got what we need for, so we can pull out.
Very well.
So,
I'll take back the sample that we brought walk away.
I think she keeps that sample. I don't think she
I
lets
don't
you
think
have
she
it back.
keeps it. I don't. Well, Phaedric had it, but I don't know if Phaedric would have handed it over or just held it up to show her.
Oh yeah, Phaedric, what'd you do with it?
Yeah, I guess I was. Ooh. I showed it to her, but I don't know if she took it from my hand or not.
Hmm. Why don't you roll a d4? Even if she took it, odds she just saw it.
Oh, that's a 1.
Odds she just saw it. Okay, yeah. So you still got that sample.
Great. Then yeah, we'll just turn on our heels and walk away.
Okay. What's your next move?
Can we just like group up a couple streets over?
Mhm.
Yeah, so sorry, I kind of soured things. I took a peek inside her mind, just a deeper dive, and that kind of alerts the target that I'm doing what I'm doing, but was able to see the memory of the exchange. No names, nothing like that, but I mean, place like this, what did you expect? Fortunately,
Can I see any Modrons walking around?
A couple maybe.
Okay. I just want to point to one and say,
guy we're looking for looked something like that, but this one was unique. It had a clear panel on the top. You could kind of see the insides. So different from any of the other ones I've seen walking around the city.
Was it a good enough look that you think you might be able to use this? And I hold up the compass to find it.
how did the compass work again? Do I just
Locate
need to know what it
creature.
looked like?
It's a locate creature spell,
Do
basically.
you need to attune to it? I forget.
No, it's nope.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, yep. I think I could totally do that.
You can only use it once per long rest, but it's
That's
no
right.
attunement.
Okay.
No attunement required.
Um,
Is that our next move then? Do we locate this thing?
I mean, I don't see why not. That sounds like a very solid lead.
The caveat, I believe, is that it only works if it's within 1,000 feet of us. But it lasts for an hour, so
And we know this sucker frequents the night market, or at least has come here before. So this is as good a place as any to start. So we can start here. If it's not within a mile, maybe, next time we're able to use it, we try a different ward and we kind of canvass it ward by ward until we find where this guy hangs out.
investigate the old-fashioned way. I like
It
I
might
think-
come to us too.
I think Jacket
'Cause-
asks. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking like she said this person bought multiple doses of it.
Yes, I clocked that as well.
Jacket asks Jenny, where do these creatures normally congregate?
Oh, Mojons? You'll see them all over. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what you're looking for them for. There's a bunch of them out in the courthouse. They tend to be more or less lawful folk.
And the courthouse is.
All the way on the other side of the map.
Of course it is. Is there a way we can get there within an hour?
Oh, sure. I mean, you remember maybe on the first day I told you I can get to pretty much anywhere in Sigil in an hour. Y'all the ones who wanted to take the scenic routes.
It's true.
Jenny, I'm gonna ask you a question. That's a little bit weird, but is there like an opposite to the courthouse in the city?
How'd you mean?
I mean, like, you say that most of these guys, they're pretty lawful, and you say most of them hang out at the courthouse. The guy I think we're looking for, I mean, is buying poisons at the night market. That doesn't, is that lawful? I don't know. I'm still learning these planar terms.
I think we're standing in the opposite of the courthouse.
Oh, then this is probably the best place to start, because if the typical ones hang out at the courthouse and ours is atypical, why not start in an atypical place? Does that make any sense to anyone?
It does.
Yeah.
I hand you the compass. Say, have at it.
How much of the night market would that cover? That radius or whatever, roughly? Like, would we have to walk around for a while to kind of cover most of it?
You would. The night market, I would say. So this thing covers like a radius of what, 1,000 feet?
Mm-hmm.
The night market is about 5 times that size.
Well,
It's not as big as the bazaar, in which case I think like even having something like this would be sort of like a needle in a haystack hunt even at the bazaar. The bazaar is huge, the Great Bazaar. But this place, the Nighthouse Market is the Gatehouse Night Market is small enough that you could reasonably expect some chance of success using it this way.
So could we, like, say we devote some amount of that duration in the
Mhm.
market to try and cover as
Mhm.
much as possible, and then maybe try and, I don't know, we probably wouldn't have time. We'd probably just spend the whole hour walking around to make sure we cover the whole thing, right? And sweep it?
Yeah, let's.
Well,
Right now, it's the best shot we have, so let's give it a go,
Yeah.
as they say.
And to Phaedric's point, perhaps some of us keep a sharp eye out for anyone gunning for us with these other packs of poisons that were purchased.
Right.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is a sick tongue twister if you've got a tongue.
Lucky for you, you don't have one then.
All right, Slim, you're the one with the compass.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you make a perception check at advantage because you've got the compass, and this represents the time you're spending over the course of this hour with the spell up?
All right. Perception's not my best, but maybe advantage will help.
Could also
yeah.
just roll a 4 and a 5.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more
As I
mediocre
did.
than that. A little bit more average. 12.
Okay. Um.
God, I wish we had guidance.
Yeah.
uh,
Slim strikes out, but I will let the rest of you make a separate group check,
Mm.
group perception,
okay.
Keep an eye out for people
or
who are
one of you
looking
can make
for
it
us.
at advantage, with
do-
help.
Let's
Which
do
way
group.
would you rather do it?
I vote for group.
I
Yeah.
only have a +1, so I'm happy to give someone advantage.
I
whenever
also have
y'all
a +1.
I have a +5.
want. Can we give you advantage?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
that's how you want to do it.
Yeah,
fine.
that might be the best way to go.
Williams
All right,
check
yeah.
with it.
All right, I'll roll at advantage. Oh yeah. I again rolled 2 numbers that were 1 away from each other, but they were both very high. So 22.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It is about half an hour of searching on your own without the benefit of this compass, and I think without the benefit of Slim, because like you were kind of like splitting up to cover ground, and it just so happens that Slim is in the wrong part of the market, and you are in the right part to catch Smojon, and you like get a glimpse of him from the other side of the crowd. He is just kind of like walking around the night market, looking at stalls, inspecting things very closely. Doesn't look like he's talking to a lot of the vendors, but is just sort of like keeping an eye out for interesting things.
Mm.
What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna tell him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell Jacket. Can you do the thing with your eye again?
Oh, of course.
Give me
And-
your eye and go get Slim.
Roger that. Yeah, so Jacket will, shake his hand, produce that magic quill, draw a dash line around his eye, and take it out. Actually, before he does that, while he's drawing, he's like, do you want anything else, like an ear maybe or something? Like this whole
An
2
ear and-
sentences?
Probably the ear would help, so I could give you messages, and I don't have to.
Yeah, that was kind of weird last time. Okay, so
Yes, it was.
he draws around his eye and his ear with that, and
Gross. Somehow that's grosser.
I know.
pops it out.
Does that take a higher level slot or something?
I'll let you rule that if you want. Because I think I can like bisect myself if I want to,
Yeah.
right? But let's see. Let's look at the spell. So Fall Apart says Dotted line around your body. The body part separates. If I choose to separate, it's up to me. I can bisect myself across the waist. That would be, multiple parts on both.
Oh, it does say. I'll just skip to the end. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using spell slot of 3rd level higher, you can separate an additional body part from yourself for each slot level above.
I think that's separate, right? So I can do an ear separately, and then an eye separately, and then like an arm separately. But I think like this says like bisecting, that would be like my front would still be my entire, or top would be my entire top.
Still be your top
So I think
part.
this is still okay. It's not. I'm not giving him an eye, her an ear, and someone else my mouth.
It does
Right.
say,
Getting the whole chunk.
or you could trace the dotted line around your eye, ear, or mouth separated from your face, which reads to me like 1.
Yeah, I think it to me it reads multiple.
Well, it doesn't say you can bisect
I'm the
yourself
DM.
this
I know,
way.
I'm not- yeah,
It's
that's fine.
1.
Okay.
Vertically,
Yeah.
it says horizontally. So yeah, that makes sense that your senses can.
Okay. Then you want to do 1 per level or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I give you my eye instead of
Just
both.
eye.
Yep.
Yep, that's all right. Right, Phaedric, are you coming with me, or are you going to find Slim with Jacket?
I can come with you.
All right, let's go. Try to stay quiet,
I'll
and
do my best.
put your hood up, maybe. You kind of
fair,
stand out here. Yeah. All right. Yep. So we will tail this
Yeah.
clear-headed Madron.
I don't think you even need to check for this. He's not really trying to be stealthy, because I don't think he knows. Well, why don't you make a stealth check?
Both of us?
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
I rolled an 18.
Nice.
I'm very
Very good.
excited.
Mine's
That's
only
a
a 15.
Well, you both beat his passive perception.
Great.
So yeah, you have no trouble following him, and you manage to stay stealthy as well, so he doesn't detect your presence.
And I'll basically be whispering to Phaedric as we're following him. That trick with the chains you were trying on the wizard, that might come in handy here. Have it ready.
Yes, absolutely.
If you find an opportunity to use it, we don't have to wait for Slim.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think we'll just keep an eye on him or follow him.
Yeah.
And wait for Slim and Jacket to catch up with us.
What is he doing? Is he just like walking around like
Sort of window shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. You follow him around a little while, and I think, Jacket, do you at some point you catch up with Slim, and you are able to just say that like, hey, we found him. Come quick.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, and obviously Slim sees what's going on. So
And you've also got locate creature, so once you get within
Yeah.
range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you follow this this Mojon around for a little while, and at a certain point you realize he's heading in a particular direction, and it takes you a second to realize what's happened, and I think you do realize what's about to happen before it does. But he approaches the poison vendor. He gets to Farlanlau. And you can see from across the market her waving toward him urgently toward her. She's about to rat you out.
Yeah, I think I would just nudge Phaedric and be like, I think now is our chance.
To like grab him?
Just
go
use
for
your.
him?
You have that thing, right?
Yeah, okay. I guess
Take
I'm
him
gonna
prisoner. Let's go.
I'm gonna kick.
She wanted to see us do
Okay.
something illegal. We're good. Now's our chance.
True. I guess I'll get within 20 feet and use my chain of binding.
Okay.
And that is a DC 15 Dex saving throw. Actually,
Okay.
hold on. before I fully do that.
Okay.
We already. I'm so sorry. We already established that Hex in this situation wouldn't really do much because it is not an
It's a
doesn't
ability
saving
check,
affect-
it's a
throw.
saving
Yeah,
throw.
it doesn't.
Not a
Okay,
check.
so yeah. I do the thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
wait, can I do a dumb flavor thing? I'm so sorry. Because
Uh-huh.
it says, like, you hold one end of the chain and use an action to speak its command word. I'm going to say its command word is amarra, which is just, like, tie in Spanish. But,
Uh-huh.
like,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So, yeah.
Yes,
So I just say
I love it.
amarra and that's out.
All right, and that's a dexterity check
Yeah.
or dexterity save, right?
Yes, dexterity save.
Okay. Let's see here.
Don't roll the hell yeah die.
I didn't. Let's see. That is a 14.
Yes!
BC 15. Yep.
All right.
We got him. Okay.
There it is.
Also roll initiative because that is going to start a fight.
Oh boy.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I have advantage on initiative, y'all.
Initiative 15.
Do you want us to roll as well, Nick?
Yes.
Oh my
are we,
god, I
are we
rolled
there? Or are we like turns behind?
one after each other again.
I'm about to put you on the map. Give me a second. I'm dealing with a couple of things.
That's fine. Oh my god, I just rolled another natural 20.
Oh, don't waste
Incredible.
the initiative,
I rolled
though.
poorly.
I rolled a 7 and an 8. Why do I keep doing this?
While Nick's doing that, Gabo, what does the chain of binding do when it succeeds?
So, target must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or become restrained. So right now, they are restrained. But there's another fun bit to this, which is what I'm going to try to do. And, I mean, I guess I'll read it because that's what I would want to do immediately.
Yeah.
Is while restrained by this chain, the creature is under the effect of a Zone of Truth spell. You can release the creature by using a bonus action to speak a spec and command word. Basically, a target restrained by the chain. Okay, never mind. The rest is what they can do to get out of it. But yeah,
Okay.
that's the
But
main thing I
we
wanna
don't
use
need to
it
talk
for.
about that.
So yeah, let me get those initiatives because I was setting something else up.
Oh yeah, for Phaedric is 15.
Okay. Phaedric at 15. What did Celine get?
13.
Okay. I know that Jacket got an at 20, which worked out to what?
A 20.
Well, okay. And what did Slim get?
6.
Okay. And our Mojon friend here did very poorly. Okay.
At least get like a surprise round.
An interesting question.
Because like he didn't know we were there.
He didn't know you were there. You did remain
We're
hidden.
stealthing.
You were stealthing. I'm gonna say yes. Phaedric has already used his action for this surprise round.
That makes sense.
So we're gonna skip over Phaedric's turn here. This is where things stand at the start of this combat, or at least on turn 1. Jacket and Slim, you can kind of see that you aren't going to come in on a later turn, but you do start farther away from this combat. You're just now arriving on the scene. And then Phaedric and Celine, you can see that you are about 20 feet away from the Mojang.
Cool.
Let me do a quick thing here.
Does anyone else in the market look hostile, or are they all just kind of like, oh fuck, we don't want anything to do with that?
You can see a couple of the ones who have like shutters or whatnot, and it is more than you'd expect. Slowly, like begin like lowering them to protect themselves, but no one is running around in a blind panic. No one is like calling out, "Go get the law!"
Mm-hmm.
or anything. This is not going to be quite a repeat of the.
Yeah, I'm
the
feeling
Great
we'd be
Bazaar
okay
fight.
here.
Yeah.
What is Fan Larlel doing? Whatever her name is.
Um.
Fan Larlel.
she is like, I think when she sees, as soon as she sees you do this stuff, she's like quickly sweeping her like poison bottles into a bag and is like ducking behind her thing. She's
Cool.
protecting her merchandise and then she's protecting herself.
All right.
So, Jacket, you're up first. The prize round,
Yeah, let's do.
which actually don't exist in 5e, but that's whatever.
Well, but he has a surprise condition that
Yes,
exists,
yes, he
right?
does.
So
He
he
does.
just loses his turn,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So it's the same thing.
Guess that is 15 feet. How far can I move? Let me check the measurement tool. Oh, here we go. Do things for myself. I don't know what to do anymore. No one's doing things for me. So I guess I'll move.
Ask Dusty.
Dusty, what do I do? Was it here? Or is that too far? Let me just double check. I don't wanna. That's correct. Okay, cool. So I'll move, and then I'm not quite close enough to lightning lure, so I will do. I guess
We don't need to really attack him. We just need to
Yeah,
take him into custody. We have questions for him.
yeah, and I mean, I guess I can hold person him,
I mean,
but he's already restrained,
You
right?
could hold an action to hold person him in case he breaks the chains.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm gonna get another turn after this. So my first turn is, I guess I can like dash and get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. Yeah, oops, I just tried to like move myself on the OBS screen because it has the map open. So I'm like, it's not working. So you're saying that all of the shops shown here are basically closed. We can't actually access them, is that correct?
Almost all of them, yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to go into any of them. I will go maybe into this alleyway.
Okay.
And try and get a little bit of cover, but still see him. And that's my turn.
All right. Phaedric, you're up, but you kind of went already with your chain of binding, so that works. That goes off. He's now bound, and I believe he's restrained, right?
Yeah, he's restrained.
Celine.
How long does that chain of binding last? I mean, I think she'll basically ask after it works.
Mhm.
She'll say, "How long do we have?"
It's basically there's no time limit. So basically he's restrained unless like he's able to like
Break it.
succeed on
Wow.
on a DC
Wow.
15 strength or dex to like get out of it.
Okay.
And
The
does
other
that...
question,
Yeah, go ahead.
you first.
Oh, is that like he has to take an action to do it, or does it happen on his turn at like the end of his turn?
Has to do an action.
An action. Yeah,
Okay.
a target restrained by the chain can use an action to make a DC 15 strength or dexterity.
Got it.
Cool.
Cool.
Then the last question I have was, I know Phaedric used his action to use the chain, but does he have like free action to speak?
Oh
on
yeah,
his turn,
speaking
or
is a free
move
action.
on his turn
Yeah.
if he wants.
Yeah, I mean, I don't-
You could also move.
yeah. I mean, are we trying to question this guy here, or are we trying to move him somewhere? I don't. We don't have anywhere to go.
I mean, yeah, I
I
think we
can-
should get him out of here. We should take him to, take him into our custody. So
Yeah,
I
I
have-
can use the rope trick thing again if you want. Make a little tree house for ourselves.
Or we can
Oh.
just get him to the gatehouse or something too, but either way.
Which one of these plans do you want to go with?
The rope trick would be kind of awesome, but
Yeah.
I
That
do
works.
like being awesome for the three of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So
Let's
as Jacket runs by, I think Phaedric and Celine are like kind of trying to figure out, okay, what's our next step? Jacket runs by. Phaedric and Celine look at each other, and then Celine
You're
goes,
like the dogs who got the car.
"Do the rope!"
And he says, way ahead of you.
Okay.
Literally.
Cool. All right. So then on Celine's turn, just as a backup plan, Celine is going to run up to the Audrone, 5, 10, 15, easy peasy, and put the manacles on him.
Okay.
Because she's got manacles.
If I have
Does
any
he
sort
get
of movement,
Does he get a save against this?
No.
That seems wrong.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Don't
Not
tell him
sure
how to
I-
break out of the spell.
Not sure I agree with your
Insight
police
check.
work there.
I didn't roll very high on my persuasion check just now. The metal restraints can bind a smaller medium creature. Escaping requires a successful DC 20 Dex check. Breaking them
Whoa.
requires a successful DC 20 Strength check.
This feels to me like something you do to a creature you already have restrained.
Well, he's
Which you
already
do.
restrained. That's
Which
what
you
I'm
do.
saying. So he's
Yeah.
already restrained. I feel like I can put the manacles on him now that he's restrained as a
Yeah.
backup in case he manages to break out of the spell. That's what I'm
Okay.
doing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Like, obviously, I wouldn't be able to just run up and be like, "Okay, you're in manacles now." Like, you'd have to
Yeah.
grapple and restrain a person and then put the manacles on him, right? I agree with
Yeah.
that.
I think you would almost have to put him on this creature's legs because the arms are spaced out so far apart.
Oh, right, because he's a little robot kind
Yeah.
of motherfucker.
Yeah, this doesn't say if these are just wrist manacles or if they're like the kind of
No,
manacles
they
that
don't.
your wrist and,
And I'm
feet.
not saying they don't work because blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But you do.
like,
You have to put them onto things' legs.
yeah. I mean, is there a way I can bend him so that I can get the legs and the hands and anyway, it doesn't matter. He's restrained by the manacles.
Does not bend that way.
Yeah. I mean, he's organic, right? He could bend.
Okay.
Kind of. But yes, so I use my action to put the manacles on him, and then
Yeah.
basically I'll use my move, whatever's left of my movement. How much did I use? Was that? Did I say that
15
was
at least.
15? So
Yeah.
I'll move half of my remaining movement. I guess it's 5 more feet to just
Mhm.
drag this guy back with me.
Okay. Make an athletics check
Is he
As-
super heavy?
as you realize that this guy weighs 300 pounds.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, athletics is not something I am very skilled in. But I rolled a 19 on die. So that is a 17.
Hey, there we go. Me too, bestie.
You-
Yes!
You are able to get this guy 5 feet.
Great. So I just go to pull him and I'm like, oh, it'll help. I don't know how we're going to get this guy up the rope, actually. None of us are strong. It's me and 3 spellcasters. What are we going to do? Can you put the portal on the floor?
You do like a 5-foot rope or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's Celine's turn, I think.
That's Celine's turn.
Okay. Slim.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I move to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now within 30 feet.
Okay.
I will tip my cap and cast Detect Thoughts towards this creature. And that is my turn for this time.
All right. Surface level, you get thoughts of alarm and worry
Mm-hmm.
as he realizes he's being ambushed by what looks like a well-coordinated group, and he doesn't quite understand yet what's going on.
Yeah, this Detect Thoughts is for later.
Yeah.
The surface thoughts aren't what I need, but thank you.
Then it's his turn. He rolled a 5. He
Buddy.
was right under Slim. He is going to try and break the chain grapple because he can't break both grapples right now.
Mhm.
And you said that this is a DC 15.
15. Yeah.
Okay.
Strength or dexterity.
Just straight strength or dexterity, not like acrobatics
Yeah.
or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a saving throw, right? So
Rolled a 19. So he manages
Damn.
to escape 1 grapple. But he's still got the
the
manacles on.
manacles.
Yeah. And that, let's see, does he get a bonus action here? No, he doesn't. All right, that's the end of his turn. Jacket, you're up.
Now, do I hold person him? or
well,
rope
the
trick,
manacles
I
are
think.
a DC 20 check to get out of.
Yeah.
So
All right.
get us
Well,
into a place where we can interrogate this person.
then I will run. I tried to do it again. Hang on, let me get to the right window. Why isn't this working? Yeah, I guess I'll just bring him right to you, and maybe we can hoist him up together or something.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
want
and
to
I'll
just
just.
give her the help action?
Well, I need to use my action to
Oh,
create
yeah.
Yeah,
the
Phaedric
space.
and I
So
can. Phaedric and I.
I will use my action. Yep, to do that, and then. Is it just movement to drag a creature somewhere?
Yeah, normally it's half movement, but you're going to have to succeed on a strength check in order to get them even that far.
I might as well try. So I'll produce the rope, create the dimension or the whatever it's called, and then
Okay.
pocket dimension, I think, or something. And then yeah, I'll try and I guess drag him into it with my
Okay.
remaining
Can
20
we
feet
tie
of
the
movement.
rope onto him and then climb up into the dimension and pull the rope up with him on it, maybe?
I mean, we have more rope. We can do like a pulley thing, or we can all just hoist him up or something. If this doesn't work.
Yeah.
All
No, I
right,
think you told me last time that your rope was 20 feet long.
15 last time, but
15, yeah.
I mean, could I cut it into a smaller segment before I do this, or just leave it at 15?
Hmm.
Aww.
Oh, kitty.
I guess what I'm saying is that in order to tie him up, if that is the plan, that's going to consume a length of rope.
Mhm.
If you get what I'm going for.
Sure.
So I feel like if you tie him up and do this plan to like pull him with you using the rope that is involved in the rope trick.
Yeah, I've got 50 feet of rope, so we've got lots of
Oh,
rope.
okay. Okay.
So use
Yeah,
a
so
separate
you'd-
rope.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to use
We've got
use
lots of rope. We can
Okay, cool.
That'll be the backup plan.
Yeah. So let me. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and just use my own wizard strength to bring him up with me. Maybe I'll use my intelligence. Maybe I
Wizard
won't.
strength.
But we'll see. I'm not kidding. I rolled another natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's your strength score? What does that work out to?
21.
Okay.
Oh!
You are able to drag this creature the full 15 feet.
Wow.
Great.
Great.
MVP! MVP!
This dice is amazing right now.
So you use the rope trick to like put a thing 15 feet in there, and then you pulled basically you pulled the guy up with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that.
Yeah. So Jack is like
Wild.
straining. And, like pull this guy.
We're back, baby.
And then I pull him into the space with me. And then come on, everyone, get up.
I like to imagine Jacket going slightly feral in that shifter way as he's like calling on
Yeah.
his like blood to like help him
Yeah.
with this manual labor.
I mean, I could pop my bonus action and get that, but it doesn't actually give me anything helps with strength, so it doesn't seem appropriate. But
I'm
yeah,
just
sure.
for flavor. Just for flavor.
Yeah,
You like see his fangs come out a little bit more.
yeah, that'd be cool.
He's straining.
All right. Jacket and Precision have disappeared from the combat.
So strong.
Great.
I think Phaedric's a little in awe. I'm like, wow.
Damn.
Phaedric, you're up.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go up the rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phaedric disappears from the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Celine, anything?
Celine says, "Well, maybe he is good for something," and then climbs up the rope after them.
Okay. And Slim, do you follow?
I heard that,
Oh, yeah.
Celine.
I'm going back up. I'm going up the rope.
Okay. All right. Then we can come out of initiative order in that case.
Great.
The Precision is going to make one check, I guess, before the end of this, just to try and see if you can get out of these
Phaedric
manacles.
bonus action.
What?
Oh, Phaedric
Hey.
hasn't seen my message on the DM-less chat yet.
No. Ah! Wait. Ah!
It's like Phaedric could have used his bonus action on his turn to do a thing that I told him to do.
I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Let Phaedric play his own character.
No, it's fine.
No, but that's something I meant to do. I just didn't know when. I was meaning to cast Hex. Is that something I can do?
Yeah.
I would like to
If
cast
you have a
Hex
spell,
on this guy.
if you have a spell slot for it, you can cast it.
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so you cast Hex.
Are
Yes.
you picking?
And-
What are you picking? Hex.
Oh, strength or dex? Like to escape. So to escape from mine, it's
To escape from yours, it's just Dex, I think.
Well, yours was a saving throw, and yours is already broken.
no, yes, saving throw. But once he is restrained, it says DC 15 strength or dexterity check. It doesn't say saving throw.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it could be either for mine, and I'm gonna try to tie him up again. But like, what breaks your?
It's the
Meh.
same. To escape
It's the
most
same?
restraints, it's either strength or dex.
Oh,
So
We
it's
have
your
a-
pick.
let's go with
The manacles.
I
are
feel like
also-
it's already bad at Dex. I don't know, just based on the shape. So maybe strength.
sure. Let's go with strength.
Okay. All right, so it's gonna make one last, and it's. Does anyone else have a
Nope.
thing they wanted to do before I do my thing?
Mm-mm.
All right. So it's gonna make one attempt to break these manacles, not breaking them, but escape the manacles.
Yeah. Escaping is a DC 20 Dex check. Breaking is a DC 20 Strength check.
Yeah. And Hex, what gives you disadvantage on checks?
Disadvantage on ability checks. So disadvantage on strength right now.
Okay. Well, he didn't use strength. He used Dex, which is his better stat. And he rolled a 13, so
Oh.
he failed.
Sweet.
So I think what this means is like he's just kind of like trying to
Sweet.
wriggle his way out of these manacles and just like can't, and then seems very defeated and deflated.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are out of initiative.
I'll pull the vial out of poison.
Mhm.
And just kind of hold it. I'm not giving it to him, but I'm holding it up. I'm saying, "Did you come looking for more of this?"
He isn't looking at you at first. He's looking at Phaedric.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I failed then.
In a matter of speaking, yes. Tell us everything. If you wish to leave here alive.
Make an intimidation check.
Sure. Let me find my. Where did my character sheet go? There it is. Can I have advantage because he's in my manacles?
Oh, is that how that works? That's awesome.
Oh.
It's not. I'm asking you.
Oh,
Oh.
don't say it.
No, I said, can I? I said, can I have advantage
No.
because he's in my manacles?
No.
Kay has the manacler feat, so if any creature is in her manacles,
No, I just meant because it's super intimidating because we were like super like
Yeah.
like you said, he was already kind of freaked out because
It's-
we were very organized and we like got
Yeah.
him. We got
That's
him
what's giving
restrained.
you the opportunity to make an intimidation check.
Okay, fine. Man, you play hardball. Good for
I'm not gonna
Ethan,
make
he
things
totally
easy.
give me
you
advantage.
you have
I
sailed
probably would,
through
to be honest.
so many things that were
We
supposed to
had
happen this session.
two-
I'm being so easy on you.
We had 2 sessions where nothing went our way, okay? Give us
Yeah.
this.
I'm giving you so much.
The pendulum is at mean DM for Nick right now, but it's also at nice DM at the same time. It's Schrodinger's
It's
pendulum.
a double
11.
pendulum.
Uh-huh.
11. I
11.
rolled a
Okay.
4 again.
I think it's not working, not because you aren't intimidating, but you're just not his focus. He seems very single-mindedly focused on Phaedric.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at Phaedric and I'm gonna say, basically, can you be the bad cop? Or do you need
I
to be
don't
the
think
good cop?
Phaedric's been a bad cop in his life, but he'll try.
You can be the good cop and I can try to come back and be the bad cop, but he's not paying attention
Sure.
to me at all.
And I'm gonna make eye contact with this guy and be like, "You like what you see?
He's
Can you
got
answer
these
our
like
question now?"
he's got these big bulging eyes, so it's pretty easy to make eye contact with him. I don't know if have I ever shown you a Modron? You know what
No,
one looks
can I
like?
see?
Yeah, how am I going to show you this?
Can you zoom in on the icon on roll 20, maybe?
Oh, maybe so.
I mean, you hit it, but
Yeah, I'll bring it back for us. What's the thing that I do, Ethan?
Shift V, I think.
Shift C.
And then you have to click on it using the select tool. There.
There we go.
Whoa! Oh yeah, those are
Yeah,
big old lookers.
yeah. So you see that top panel is like clear glass, basically.
Oh.
You can see the insides of the Mojon. But yeah, easy to make eye contact with this thing, especially because it's already got eyes for you.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. You like what you see? You can keep staring, but answer our question.
I am
Re-
distraught. My mission was very important.
Why? Why did
I
you need
was-
to kill me?
My employer told me that you were a threat to the fabric of the plains.
What?
Is your employer some kind of tiefling?
He is sort of startled out of his singular focus on Phaedric at that, and it's like, yes, how did you know?
Educated guess.
Yes, the tiefling told me that it was extremely important that the Asimar die. I thought that I had done this, but it seems I failed somehow anyway. The facts are not coming together for me. I don't understand.
Who do you work? Who's your employer? We want a name.
Let's see. He tells you, you make a persuasion check.
Mm. 13.
Okay. He tells you that he was hired by a man named Relius.
I'm gonna dig deeper with detect
Okay.
thoughts and just make
Sure.
sure that that's correct.
Yeah, that's a wisdom saving throw.
DC 13.
I'm gonna start using my good die.
That's
are
fair.
stealing- y'all are-
That's totally fair.
y'all are
We're
stealing
doomed.
tonight.
We're doomed.
Wisdom save, huh? 10.
Okay, so that's a failure.
All right. So he does realize this is happening, and you get his reasoning.
I get a couple of things. It's
yeah.
probe deeper. You gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state. These are things that I think I kind of understand.
Mhm.
But something that looms large in its mind. So as it's thinking about the employer, that's what I'm looking for, something that looms
Yeah.
large in its mind.
Yeah. You see, so the other guy you talked to, just sort of the halfling who is posing as like a street urchin,
Mm-hmm.
he was saying that like they didn't use names. He didn't know his employer's name. His employer was like wearing a hood. Relius seems like he was much less guarded with precision, because you get a look, like a very good look at Relius in the negotiation here. Let's see. Relius is a blue-skinned tiefling. Got like sort of like slicked back black hair. Cut like just sort of short. He's got these spiky horns that like are swept backwards. They're not like the ram's horns. They're just these kind of like, they look sort of like more draconic, although he doesn't seem to have any dragon blood in him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got these very piercing black eyes that, as he's leaning across the table in negotiation with precision, are just like very serious and very earnest. And Relius is telling Precision in this memory sort of the same things that Precision has been telling you. So like the contract I'm putting out is a serious threat to the stability of the planes, and I know that you take that seriously, Precision. He must die. Can you do this? Can you kill him? And Precision says, I have never met anything that I cannot kill.
Seeing that, Slim will say,
Now listen here. I can see in your mind. Your boss mentioned that you're a guy who takes this kind of thing seriously, and I can see you're confused. So let me just put your mind at ease on one point. You did kill this man. Thing is, death didn't hold him. And in fact, he's a little bit different. He's a different man, but the same man. So, you did your job. He died. This ain't him.
Those facts are incompatible.
And yet it's the truth.
Mhm.
Cannot be true. I think you can see through the panel at the top of Precision that like literal gears are whirring in his head.
It's cute. Why is it cute?
I assume maybe he didn't. I don't know what else he knew about me, but I think maybe I'll summon like Eldritch Blast in my hand to kind of show like the other guy couldn't do this, could he?
I knew nothing about you. If you say he could not do it, that is something I am forced to accept either as truth nor lie, and either way it does not help my position nor teach me anything about you.
Where can we find this Relius?
He is known to me somewhat as an attorney for powerful clients. He is often seen in the high courts, representing clients and such.
Very well.
He's gonna make his eyes look back at you, Phaedric, and he asks, Phaedric, are
Yes.
you a good person?
I try to be, yes.
He's gonna make an insight check.
Okay.
You rolled a 3. So he believes you completely.
That's incredible. But Phaedric, to be fair, was being genuine.
Yeah. Phaedric, I have failed to destroy you. A threat to the fabric of the multiverse. If you are a good person, you must find a way to destroy yourself.
Okay.
My advice is to go to Mechanos, where they can deal with threats like you and give you advice on how to destroy yourself.
Okay, heard. Before we make any like permanent decisions, can you explain why your employer plane-shattering threat? Why me?
I had no insight into his mind at the time. He seemed like an honest person, and I know him to be a lawful sort. So it seemed unlikely to me at the time that he was lying. Now I believe one of two things is true. One, he was lying. Two, you are a thing that should not be. You are alive and not alive. You have been killed and not been killed. You are Phaedric and not Phaedric.
We are anomalous.
It is possible Relius was telling the truth.
Interesting. I think we have to pay this Relius a visit then.
Indeed. So then, Precision was it?
Yes,
If we let you go, are you going to resume your hunt? Or can we assume we're safe from you?
I deem Phaedric to be truthful in what he has said to me. And so I do not know a way to destroy Phaedric. I have tried once already and failed, and also succeeded. That is the most I can do. More information is needed.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Above table. I like him. Can we keep him?
I don't think he wants to be kept
Funny
by
for
us.
a lot of reasons, and we will talk about that later. That was a 10.
Yeah, he's what are you trying to find out here?
I mean, just how truthful he's being.
He's being pretty on the up and up.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
You do get the sense that he's not like, if he knew how to kill you, he would still hunt you.
Mhm.
But he's gotten some pretty concrete evidence now that he just doesn't know how to do it,
Mhm.
which is why he's begging you, please do it yourself.
Right. Do I get the sense that he's going to strive to learn how to kill us and then come after us, or is he just?
That I don't think you're going to get that on a 10.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think so.
Well, that's what I was
Can
actually
I
just
roll
going to
an
ask
insight
him.
check?
Oh yeah, Jacket, go ahead.
Yeah. Jacket would just say, "All right, Blockhead, are you going to try and kill him again?" That's really all we want to know, I think.
I have already succeeded and also failed. Further attempts without further knowledge seem to be wasteful.
That wasn't exactly a no.
Are you going to pursue further knowledge? Or is your contract ended?
He thinks about this. My contract is ended. I would gain no further benefit personally toward continuing this quest. I have already been paid for what I did. Even though, and he's just like finding this very hard to even talk about. I leave it in your hands, good person Phaedric. I will cease hunting you, but you must find a way to destroy yourself.
I will find a way to make things right.
Good.
I do not wish to harm anyone or this world. I
You are a
wanna
good
help.
person, Phaedric.
Thank you.
You will do what is right.
To clarify,
Yeah.
it was only I was your only target. No one else here caught the eye of your employer.
That is correct.
Okay.
How much did he pay you?
I was paid 1,500 gold pieces for this contract. A significant portion of that went toward the poison I purchased in order to complete the mission.
So how much was your portion at the end?
My profit was 900 gold.
Oh my god. I was thinking we could hire him to get an employer. You don't have that much money though.
Do you use all of the poison that you purchased in the endeavor?
No, one shot did the trick, as they say.
What did you do with the rest of the poison?
It is at home, awaiting my next mission.
Understood. Well, I look at the rest of the group. I believe we have the information we came for.
And you guys think we can just trust this guy to lay off? I mean, I could use a spell to give us like 8 hours of free time. And then he can do what he wants after that. But, I mean, other than that, it's just trust.
Seems to me that he is, creatures such as these are more trustworthy than more conniving swords. He seems pretty straightforward.
Did you say your thing also applied a zone of truth on him?
Yeah, but he
He
was
shrugged.
from
He
that.
shrugged that one off.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Can I-
He's only
can
bound by the
can I
manacles. The magic
wrap it
advantage
around
granting
him?
manacles.
Can I just like put it around him?
Yeah, he can't stop you.
I'm gonna put the chain of binding around him. And I'm
I
just
am
gonna,
already bound. What purpose does this serve?
I know, but listen, I'm gonna ask you one last time.
Are you sure you are a good person, Phaedric?
Yes, I promise.
Okay.
Are you gonna leave us alone?
Yes.
So I guess it's Son of Truth. It's a yes, right?
Your destruction is in your hands.
Yeah, you said that.
It
I
is
think we can
important
let-
that you understand.
I understand, and we will talk to people and figure out how to solve this. I promise you. And I'm just gonna look at the rest of them. Oh, deception check. Oh, I'm not trying to be deceptive.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, like I can roll, but like Phaedric
Yeah,
is
yeah,
being
yeah.
real in the sense of like
okay.
he doesn't want to be the reason that the plane like is destroyed or whatever. He doesn't want that. Like
Yeah.
he wants to talk to whoever and like figure out what's going on. And if obviously y'all don't know this, but like in his head, if like he needs to die for like things to be good for everyone else, he'll do it. So he's being very truthful with
Okay.
precision.
Okay. Do you have any other business? Any of you? With
I'm gonna
precision?
turn to the rest of them and just be like, I think we should let him go. I
Yes,
trust him. I don't think he'll bother us.
I'm not sure about trust, but I do at least believe the words that he is saying. I agree. We would be safe to let him go.
If I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say that's a fair bet.
I'm gonna remove the chain of bind him that I really only just like put like
Yeah.
around him.
Just draped over his
I'm just
shoulder
gonna
like
take
a
that back.
shawl.
The drape of
yeah,
binding.
pretty much.
Chain of draping.
Gonna give Jacket a chance to weigh in before I unlock the manacles.
Yeah, Jacket just shrugs. He agrees with if you guys are good with him. He doesn't have any other questions or anything.
All right. Yeah, then Celine will, I think, unlock the manacles and then unceremoniously just kind of push him out of the portal. Just feel like you're free.
Yeah, he takes some falling damage.
Oh,
I don't
Feel
He
care.
bad
takes the
about that.
maximum amount of falling damage,
Oh my god.
and I think with like a loud clang, just like just like clouds of dust and just like he cracks the cobbles where he lands.
Oh my gosh.
Ow! And then he gets up and walks away.
I think I yelled back, I'm sorry.
He can't hear you.
He can't hear
anymore.
you. Don't apologize. He deserved that for killing you.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
yeah, you're right.
seemed like a good enough, or I don't want to say good in a place where that has a different meaning, but like seemed like a decent enough cutter, but like he is an assassin, you know, so there's that.
Yeah.
Jenny calls down, "Hey, I don't like it when you do this. I can't climb a rope."
She can't climb it. Oh, that's.
Hooves.
Can she not like leap 15 feet into the portal? Doesn't she have like a mirthful leap or something?
I think you're
that's
thinking of satyrs.
Faders. Yeah.
Oh,
I guess we could like pulley her up.
Yeah, she
Make
can't
a
even
little
see
pulley.
you. You're in this like invisible
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
We
But
can
we're
come back
leaving.
out now, though.
Like, we're
right?
leaving, so it
yeah.
doesn't really
Please.
matter.
I figured we'd give Precision a second to like
Yeah.
GTFO and then we can
Yeah.
get out.
Okay.
Well, it is still very late. Is there anything else we need to do tonight, or I assume we'll want to go to the
Oh, the abandoned
Oh yes.
house.
Oh, yeah.
we
the-
have to do
building.
that tonight. That's right.
Yeah.
So we're not done working yet. That's a
Yeah.
fair point.
That's right. Well, shall we?
I think we shall.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm just considering if I want to
Um,
use arcane recovery.
Hmm.
Because I used most of my second level spell slots at this point.
Oh, can we?
Um,
Yeah. Can
Short
we have
rest?
taken a short rest in the before it closes? Because it's open for an hour, right?
Yeah.
It's open for a long time, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're taking a short rest up there, that's fine. You totally can. But I think Jenny calls up there, and just like,
We could lower a rope down and
yeah,
like put a loop in it so she could just put like a foot in it and then
Yeah. Yeah.
raise her up into the portal.
No, thank you. It just sort of like gives an irritated shake and just like sits down on her haunches.
I'll go chill with Jenny outside of the
Have a
rope
smoke
trick
with your
house.
your new stuff.
I
You
mean,
do
we could
good.
also just find a place to take a short rest.
Yeah.
It's just like safe.
No, you guys chill in the rope house. I'll just hang out with Jenny.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's no mill house, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really need a short rest either, so I might hang out with you guys.
Sure. I'll hang out in the rope house, my rope house.
Are you gonna use your arcane recovery in the short rest there?
Yes, because I
Okay.
need my second level spell slots, I think.
And then Phaedra can get spell slots back too as a warlock, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I just did. I think Phaedric is trying not to have like a full blown like little crisis and just focus on the next mission.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Precision's words kind of loop in his head for a little bit, and he makes up his mind like after we're done with this, and just internally, like he's like, I need to go to the face of Gift.
And so it's just you and me up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you like showing this sort of like frustration?
I think you can tell he's a little gone, like he's
Okay.
not like very present right now.
Yeah.
Is the
So I guess
description.
if at some point during that short rest that you like don't look completely occupied, then Jacket will check up on you. But if you're just like the whole time just like really focused on the words that were spoken, then he won't bother you.
No, I think there'd be a space for him and Jackson to talk for sure.
Okay. We could play that out now if you want, or just
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jacket will just kind of like, after he's like recovered, he'll look over at you and be like, "Did the exchange bother you greatly?"
Yeah, it's not every day that you're told that you need to die for the greater good. It's kind of odd. I'm hoping whoever this what was his name?
Relius.
Relius, whoever this Relius is just a huge lying schemer, but also
Mhm.
like, why? Even if he was, here's the thing: why spend that much coin trying to kill some nobody?
That's a good point. I think maybe hold judgment until we find him and get our answers. Because as you
Yeah.
saw, that creature that we spoke to seemed to be very, what would you say, single-minded? Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say so.
So I
Also,
don't-
very easy to convince, surprisingly.
Yeah. very.
He asked me, "Are you good?" I said, "Yeah," and he said, "Okay, I believe you." So
Right. So maybe we don't focus too hard on what could be until we know a little bit more. I think we're getting there, though. I think we're doing a good job. So we just need to be a little more patient and, talk to, forgot his name too, Regulus. Relius. Sorry. Find Relius and
And
speak to them, maybe.
At that, I think, I think you notice like Phaedric's shoulders like ease up a little bit. I think he was like super tense for for a good like 30 minutes there, and he just kind of like leans back and he's like, "You're right. You're right. You're right. There's no point in like dwelling without having all the pieces. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
And
with us.
also, good job yet again saving our asses. Like this trick came in handy once again, and I don't know how you did it. That guy was pretty hefty. You're way stronger than you look. So
Thank you.
Thanks.
I like to believe I'm capable of many things.
you are.
Just
Certainly
looking at
impressed
Kay, she's like, Celine's like sneezes or something.
No, I was as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe I can bring something to a group. I've never really practiced it outside of this place. I've normally been alone, so it's nice to know that I have something to contribute.
I'm glad you're with us.
Likewise. Yeah. I mean, do you tell them about the face of gift thing, or just like you keep that to yourself?
Oh. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say
Okay.
I think I would share it with you at that point because he's feeling like I think he's feeling close to you right now. Also like he low key thought you were like kind of sexy when like getting position up the the thing. So
All
he's
right.
like,
Rippling
oh my
muscle.
God.
I know these witheredly muscles.
Listen, my -2 says a lot. So so yeah, I think he'll share that with you. He's like,
Okay.
I think after we're done with all this, I might be able to like potentially get us some answers. My patron has guided me pretty well. Seems to know a lot more than we do. So I think I want to hit up the face of gift before we get too far from this part of town.
Yeah, Jacket's nodding along the way as you're speaking, and then when you say face of gift, he's like, maybe... What do you think Celine would think? Maybe just... Should we tell her about that? Does she know already?
I don't know.
Be like... I mean, she had you handle the conversation at first with the other vendor, the poison vendor,
Yeah.
so... I don't know.
I don't know. Should we tell? Celine scares me a little bit. I don't. What do you think?
I think she's, gets in a little over her head sometimes. I'm a little surprised that she keeps saying that she's had worse, and these things seem pretty severe. The things that have happened to
It's
her.
been pretty bad.
Yeah. Yes, but, you know, she seems honest with us enough, so... But,
Yeah.
I mean, also fairly level-headed, so if you came to her honestly with what you intend to do, she would make a decision whether to come with or not. Or just let
Yeah.
you do your business. I don't think she
for
would
sure.
block you from that.
It's really just. I just want answers.
Yeah, I think we all
I've
do.
been feeling so lost. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
after I met that Psy person, I'm also a bit curious about. He had this, and he like points to his jacket
Mhm.
scarf, and he's like, he had the same type of thing, and he knew about me, and he punched me. Like
Yeah.
I was supposed to react somehow, and then he scolded me. I'm very confused
Like
about
a
this
dad.
interaction. Yes. So yes, I do want to complete our next job so I can sit down with him and maybe also find some answers. And I think maybe when all of us finish our business in various places, maybe we can have something of substance for
Yeah.
this strange predicament that we're in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So-
I think that's the next step. Just
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah, those three things I think are good ideas. Talking to the tiefling, going to the face of Gith, talking to Sai. Maybe there's more that the other two might have. They want to try, but I think all of them are as good as any.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll share this with them. Maybe after
Sure.
we finish our job to not distract with.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
I could use the distraction, honestly.
Sure. Well, I think I'm ready to get to it if you are.
Yeah.
All right. and then Jacket will, let Fader leave, and then help himself down, and then dispel the rope trick.
Okay. For the ground crew, Slim, did you try any of this Razorvine powder?
I was going to save it for later.
Mhm.
But I think like the fact that we've just taken a rest in the middle of our day, he kind of habitually goes to roll one. He's not necessarily feeling the craving yet, but out of habit, I think he would.
Okay. Cool. Let's think.
Oh no.
It doesn't really take long for it to kick in. You get a really unpleasant feeling, like full body pins and needles. That just like doesn't stop. It lasts for like an hour.
Oof.
But strangely enough, during the first 5 minutes of that hour, you get the benefit of the warp sense smell. Did I say smell? I think I did. The warp sense spell.
I get the warp sense smell, but its effects go through my nose. Like I can smell portals.
Yeah, and you're just like conscious of portals all around you.
Wow.
I think he gets up and like starts pacing and like shaking his hands.
Yeah, and it just doesn't go away.
So his shaking gets like more and more violent. He's just like shaking out his hands. He's going. Wait, actually, can you hear me? I realized my mic was okay.
Yeah.
My mic was up by my head. Hopefully,
You do
this is
sound better now.
Okay,
But like we could hear you before.
sorry about that. I had it up there so I wouldn't interrupt their scene, and then I forgot to put it back. Glad you can hear me better now. Anyway, so he's like shaking his hands and he's shaking his legs and he's like jumping up and down, trying to shake off this pins and needles feeling. And finally, he just comes back to where Celine and Jenny are, and he just he kind of like throws the cigarette on the ground and kind of stomps it out, and then says, "This is unbearable, but in a weird sense, I'm kind of here for it. Like I can sense all the portals." And he just collapses.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Am I good at these or bad? 13.
That passes. You are aware of like all portals within 30 feet of you, and as you move, like that awareness moves with you. And even though this effect only lasts for about like 5 minutes of the like hour-long unpleasant sensation, you get a like sort of also unpleasant lesson in why Sigil is called the City of Doors, because there are portals everywhere. And like, let's see, does Warp Sense tell you what's on the other side? No, but you can use an action to study it. But just like the knowledge that like all around you are portals, and they could go anywhere, and you could fall into one accidentally, and people do, and just like not really know where you're going to end up. And the reverse happens as well. And just like this experience of knowing how many portals there all are around you at all times, you sort of like for a minute understand the plight of a clueless who would have come through one of these portals and like not had any idea what happened to them or how to get back or where they were or any of this stuff. And you're able to like roll with it. It doesn't freak you out. It doesn't like give you paranoia. But it's just sort of like you get Sigil in a way that you didn't before smoking the Razorvine powder.
Honestly, that makes a lot of sense to me, just as the player, that you got to smoke some Razorvine to understand Sigil. But with these like pins and needles and this understanding coming onto him, Slim just kind of like comes up to Jenny and Celine and says,
Listen, I just can't anymore. Just like when the hour's over and we're done resting and we're going to our next destination, just wake me up.
and then he just collapses into a blob. loses all human shape and just
Uh-huh.
blobs.
Yeah.
I think Celine just kind of folds her arms and looks down at the blob and pokes it with her toe and says, "This really isn't the Slim I knew."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seemed like the last one, you two were kind of closer than you are now. Am I misreading that, or?
No, you could say that. We were co-workers, you could say, for a time.
I see. And now you're not?
I don't know what we are now.
Strange.
He seems to
Strange
know
stuff.
another version of me, though.
That's interesting.
So the loyalty's still there, even if it's in a different form.
You ask him about this other you at all?
Haven't really had quite a time to catch up with everything that's happened. I intend to, though. When he's not inebriated. She kind of
That
cocks
fella
her
you
head
pulled-
down
yeah.
at him.
That fella you pulled up behind you, Modron,
Yes.
was he the killer?
Yes, it sounds like he was.
And you let him go?
His contract was complete.
Well, manner of speaking, I suppose.
We gauged that he was no longer a threat to us, but the person that hired him is. Have you heard of a man named Relius? An attorney?
She thinks and just like slowly shakes her head, shrugs.
I didn't think so.
No, the sorts of attorneys I dealt with been more along the lines of the public defender types.
Right. And he has high-end clients, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's not any I ever personally dealt with.
Well, perhaps tomorrow we may need you to show us where the high courts are. So
I
we
can't
can
do
track
that.
them down.
I know where they are.
Do we owe you for tomorrow,
She
by
says
the
in
way?
sort of a weird way.
I'll insight check that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. 8.
Maybe you can beat whatever she's gonna roll here. Nope. You just get a weird vibe off what she said.
Right. Speaking of tomorrow, have we paid you through tomorrow yet? Did we pay you
Yeah, I
through the
believe
week?
so. I think we're still on day 3, but I'll need another one at breakfast.
Right. Remind me how much it was again.
5 gold for the day.
Right. I will hand her another 10. Just to pay for the next couple days.
Smart, generous. Thank you.
I have a feeling we'll be continuously in need of your help, and if something happens to us, well, you made off at the advantage.
Tell you what, not been boring. Smiles.
Yes, I suppose I should apologize for all the trouble we've gotten into since we've come.
Wow, I've been in trouble myself. Everyone worth knowing in Sigel's been in trouble at some point or another.
Well, you did give us one directive when we came here, and we have promptly and many times ignored that request.
Shrugs. Ain't my business to tell you what to do, just my business to tell you how to get there.
Appreciate your discretion, nonetheless.
All right, I think we can probably, unless anyone wants to do something else, call it there and pick up next time at the abandoned house. All right.
Sounds
Good night, everyone.
That's
See you
good.
again
Thanks.
next week.
Night,
Hopefully, we have a full
everyone.
episode.
Oh!